So through your work with Siobhan Davies Dance, what have you learned? What impact has it had upon your teaching?
It's had a huge impact on my teaching because whereas I originally saw dance as a PE session and actually blocked the Siobhan Davies time into my PE sessions in the curriculum, I've now learned that it can be so much more than that, and I've begun to really teach it across the curriculum instead of just as a PE session. For example, I used to teach dance as a formation, so I would teach them a routine, the children would learn it, and I'd be thinking about their heart rates and that kind of thing. And then now I'm thinking about it a lot more in terms of their creativity and what they can do with it. I'm seeing it much more as a chance for them to communicate to me how they're feeling or what they want to tell me or tell their audience. And it's become a lot more of a lesson which reaches across the curriculum rather than just a dance lesson between itself. What they've learned as a result of Joe's teaching them in science has been absolutely incredible, and it's really given me the confidence to now try it out myself. So instead of just teaching science in the classroom, I now teach it in the dance studio. Instead of teaching maths in the classroom, I'm teaching it in the dance studio. And that has a massive impact on their learning because they're really actually remembering stuff and actually able to articulate what they're learning a lot more than they used to be able to when we just sat in the classroom doing an experiment. It's also given me huge confidence to give them a lot more of the learning to do themselves. So instead of me having to come up with a routine and teach it to them, now they're coming up with things. I'm just putting ideas out there and then they're responding to them. And that's having a lovely impact on their self-confidence and their chance to kind of really tell me and express themselves, which is really fantastic. And then the final thing that I think is a really lovely point that I hadn't really thought of before is that because I am now trained in teaching this kind of style of dance, it means that I can now, my 30 children at the moment have benefited from it, but then 30 children if my next year will benefit from it because I absolutely will teach it every year, and then 30 more children, 30 more children. And that means that hundreds of children, hopefully, if my career goes well, will always benefit from this style of teaching. And it means that, you know, children won't be stuck now in the classroom learning these things and seeing learning as boxes of different things. It's actually a lot more fluid than that and a lot more creative than that. And it just means that no child has to be in a position where they think, I can't do maths or I can't do science, because they can move their bodies and that's all they are expected to do in these sessions, which makes it a really expressive and inclusive form.